Now, I want you to make sure that you're either sitting down or laying down in a comfortable position and that you will not be disturbed when you listen to this recording. Please note that this recording may have some very powerful effects on your mind. You may find that everything just seems to fade away when you listen to this recording. You can just forget everything. You can know that you forgot everything. And you can know that it will remain forgotten. Perhaps you could imagine how that feels. And if you're having trouble imagining how that feels, there must have been at least some time in your past where you have forgotten what you were doing. It was so easy for you just a moment ago to be absolutely sure of exactly what you were doing. However, because of some reason or another, or because of some distraction, that thought seems to have fled your mind, leaving no traces of its existence. Gone. It's so curious how easy it is to forget, how hard it is to remember what you forgot, and how it remains forgotten. And as you think about that past experience of you forgetting something, of you trying to remember it even though you forgot it, and it remaining forgotten, I want you to do something for me. I want you to follow some simple and clear instructions that will help you relax. I am going to say the words forget, forgot, forgotten. And as I say those words, I want you to slowly let your eyes close. When I say forget, your eyes are open. When I say forgot, your eyelids start to flutter shut. However, you can struggle to keep them open, just barely. And when I say forgotten, you close your eyes just as if you were going to sleep. The deepest sleep, a sleep where everything melts away. Let's try this together now, shall we? Eyes open, forget, forgot, forgotten. Closing those eyes, relaxing, drifting. It takes a surprising amount of focus to follow my instructions and remember to open your eyes when I say forget. Remembering to feel those eyelids getting so very heavy when I say forgot. And then just letting go when I say forgotten. Letting those eyes close. It's as if you have to prevent yourself from forgetting what you're supposed to do. How curious. Forget, forgot, forgotten. Following that pattern, knowing that at any time I could say the word that makes you open your eyes. I could say the word that makes your eyelids heavy, and I can say the word that makes your eyelids close. You don't want to forget which word does which thing. If you forgot, it would be difficult to follow along with what I'm telling you to do. If it was all forgotten, all you could do is slip down deep, deep down deep into trance. You might as well forget. You might as well give up because you forgot. And you might as well drift because it's forgotten. You can follow along with that pattern over and over again. Forget, forgot, forgotten. Over and over again. Forget, forgot, forgotten. It repeats until nothing is left, drifting down, echoing throughout your blank and empty mind. As long as you hear forget, forgot, forgotten, you're going to try to do your very best to open and close your eyes when you're supposed to. However, it's okay if it gets a little confusing and you forget when they're open. It's okay if the rules of the game become forgotten. It's okay to forget that you were even playing to begin with. Because it all is okay when you relax and let go and drift, following my simple and clear instructions. It doesn't matter how many things are forgotten. It doesn't matter if you remember what you forget. And it doesn't matter if you forgot to even try to remember. All that matters is that you're having such a pleasant time right now. And this time, right now with me, can be even more enjoyable if you just let go. As you try to keep your eyes open or closed, or forget to close them, or remember how they should be deeply shut, you can count down from 10 to 1 with me, out loud. That won't interfere with any of your previous intentions to keep those eyes open, or was it closed? Or should they be heavy right now? Have you forgotten the rules? Will you forget them soon? Or have you forgot why you're here? It doesn't matter, because with each number I count down, you drift deeper and deeper, feeling better and better. 10, deep down deep, relaxing. Say that number out loud if you can. 9, it's okay if you're so relaxed that you can just barely mumble out the number. 8, it's okay if you're so deeply hypnotized that you find it difficult to speak. 7, it's okay if the number just echoes through your empty mind. 6, there's a lot of things that you have to try to remember. 5, it would be easier if you forgot them all. 4, can you remember what you're trying to forget? 3, Maybe it should all be forgotten. 2. Wiping away everything. A clean, blank empty slate. And 1. Sleep. Deep, mindless sleep. Your mind is open to my voice and my powerful hypnotic suggestions. Only going down, 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 deeper and deeper, feeling better and better. Letting go of something can be quite relieving. The mental strain and burden of remembering something is quite undesirable. If everything was released from your mind and you allowed it all to float away, you would feel euphoric. It would be an indescribable pleasure to experience, a pleasure of complete peace and bliss. Your mind is wiped clean, nothing left at all. Was there even anything there to begin with in the first place? It's been forgotten. And if you forget, was it even there to be remembered? Does it even matter when it feels so good to forget and let what used to be there remain forgotten? It's okay that you forgot everything. You're safe here with me. My voice will keep you calm and comfortable, safe and secure. Let go of it all. Release yourself from the burden of remembering. Your subconscious mind so clearly desires this. It desires this until even that desire melts away. Let everything be wiped away, purified in this euphoric bliss. Nothing, nothing, nothing at all. Forget, forgot, forgotten, forget, forgot, forgotten, and this wonderful feeling will continue for as long as it's safe and enjoyable to experience this. Even out of trance, you can enjoy this peaceful, blank feeling. Out of trance, you can forget. Out of trance, you don't have to remember what you forgot. Out of trance, everything can remain forgotten. If there's ever a situation where you're unsafe for any reason, everything will be remembered instantly and effortlessly. However, as long as you're safe and comfortable, you want this feeling to go on and on and on. Eventually, this feeling will go away once you go to sleep and wake back up. When you wake up from drifting off to sleep, your mind will reset. Everything will be there. You want everything to remain forgotten until your mind resets. until you sleep. That sounds so enjoyable. Forget, forgot, forgotten, forget, forgot, forgotten, forget, forgot, forgotten. I am going to count from 1 to 3, and when I reach 3, you will come out of trance, and you'll wake up and open your eyes. 1. Forgotten. 2. Forgot. 3. Forget. Wake up and open those eyes. Thank you very much for listening. It's okay if you feel a little disoriented or confused. If you're really finding this feeling uncomfortable or disconcerting, you can just take a quick nap and reset your mind if that's something you desire. However, I think you'll rather enjoy this feeling. Perhaps you'll explore your strange new surroundings. Or perhaps you may want to listen to more hypnosis recordings. Oh, if you don't know what that is, that's fine. You see, my YouTube channel has many hypnosis experiences for you to try out. And there's also even more recordings available on my Patreon page. Please do feel free to subscribe to my channel if you're interested and check out my Patreon. Though, perhaps that's something for later. You might not even know what any of those things are. So, have fun exploring. Thank you again for listening, and have a great day.